It was a gray morning when fate united two souls in a journey that would change their lives forever. In room 203 of Hope Children's Hospital, little Emily fought against a rare and relentless disease that threatened to steal not only her health but also the precious years of her childhood. Emily, with her bright eyes and sweet smile, was a special child. Despite the pains and discomforts caused by the illness, she radiated a positive energy that enchanted everyone around her. Her mother, Sarah, a strong and determined woman, was always by her side, holding her hand and offering all the love and support she could. Beside Emily, caring for her with dedication and tenderness, was Nurse Julia. With her gentle smile and eyes full of compassion, Julia was not only a healthcare professional but also a friend and confidant to the little patient. She took care not only of Emily's medical needs but also of her emotional well-being, offering comfort in moments of distress and sharing laughter in moments of joy. As time passed, the bond between Emily, Sarah, and Julia strengthened, forming an improvised family in the hospital corridor. They shared stories, hopes, and dreams, finding solace and strength in each other as they faced the challenges imposed by Emily's illness. But despite all the courage and love emanating from room 203, the shadow of the disease loomed over them, constantly reminding them of the fragility of life and the inevitability of loss. Sarah struggled to keep hope alive in her heart, while Julia strove to balance her profession with the pain of seeing such a young child facing such a harsh battle. Then, on a sunny spring afternoon, something extraordinary happened. As Sarah read to Emily one of her favorite books, a story about adventures in distant lands and brave heroes, the little girl looked at Julia with a special glow in her eyes. "You're my hero, Julia," Emily said softly. "You always make me smile even on the toughest days." Emily's words touched Julia's heart, filling her with a mixture of gratitude and sadness. She knew that time was running out for Emily, but she was determined to make every moment left as meaningful and special as possible. In the days that followed, Julia and Sarah joined forces to fulfill Emily's wishes, taking her on outings to the park, organizing early birthday parties, and creating memories that would last forever in their hearts. But despite all efforts to keep hope alive, Emily's health continued to deteriorate. Her days became a constant battle against pain and exhaustion, and even the radiant smile that used to light up her face began to slowly fade away. Distressed by the pain of seeing Emily suffer, Julia sought solace in the hospital chapel, where she prayed for a miracle that seemed increasingly out of reach. As her tears mingled with silent prayers, she felt a comforting presence by her side, as if an invisible hand were holding hers, offering strength and comfort. And then, in the stillness of the night, when the stars shone in the dark sky, the miracle happened. As Sarah dozed off by Emily's bedside, the little girl opened her eyes and smiled at Julia, a smile filled with peace and acceptance. "It's okay, Julia," Emily whispered softly. "I know it's time for me to go, but I want you to know how much you meant to me. You gave me hope when I needed it most and made me feel loved." Emily's words echoed in Julia's heart, touching a part of her she didn't know existed. She held Emily's hand tenderly, feeling a mixture of sadness and gratitude overflow in her chest. And in that moment, as time seemed to stand still around her, Julia realized that the true miracle wasn't in Emily's physical healing, but in the love and courage she had shared with everyone around her. The little girl taught profound lessons about love, courage, and gratitude, transforming not only her family but also the nurse who cared for her into better and more compassionate human beings. As the sun began to rise on the horizon, Emily closed her eyes for the last time, leaving behind a legacy of love and hope that would never be forgotten. And as Sarah and Julia embraced in tears, they knew that Emily's smile of hope would continue to shine in their hearts forever, lighting the way even in the darkest moments.